me.
Do you think that anyone can learn to pause? That anyone can learn to shift?
Certain ex-boyfriends come to mind, but yes, I do think that you can learn to pause. The amount of time we could hold that space for varies, and what we do in that space varies, but yeah, I do think so. And I think we can pause with more confidence once we learn that the defense posture we go into before we learn to pause is actually something that is very functional and we can always go back to, and we know that we have it. And we start to learn how to discern when it's appropriate, right? And what gradation of that defense posture we need to take.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting because as you were saying that in my head, I'm going like, once we learn, then it doesn't serve us. But you're like, no, like it's a level of like for me, my instinct is to say, don't do that. It's not helping you, which is not a very compassionate thing to think about oneself, you know? And so I think also like it seems like there's some kind of concoction or like magic brew of like, or algorithm or equation that's like, you know, kindness, gentleness, like plus resilience, you know, plus, you know, frequency shifting, but like that it's all, you know, it's not like one or the other, it's both. Like it's both the gentleness and like softness with ourselves. It's like the Chinese finger trap, right? Like we can only get our fingers out once like we soften and relax with ourselves.
How do we elicit gracefulness? And how do we elicit gracefulness when we haven't been so graceful, right? Yeah. Which is, you know, instead of beating ourselves up like, oh my God, I totally broke down in the middle of the supermarket yesterday. And, you know, it's like, okay, you're having a human moment, you know, like
it's an appropriate feeling.
Appropriate feeling. Feelings are appropriate.
Yeah.
Actually are best teachers.